Rewiring your brain, unlocking your full potential. Have you ever felt trapped in a cycle of self-doubt and negative thinking, convinced that you're not good enough? This experience is all too common, as many people struggle with ingrained habits and beliefs that limit their potential. But what if you could break free from these patterns? What if you could rewire your brain to build a better version of yourself? In her book Rewire, Nicole Vignola provides a compelling solution grounded in the latest neuroscience. She explains how our brains are not as fixed as we once thought, and how, through the power of neuroplasticity, we can change our thought patterns and behaviors to align with our goals and aspirations. As Henry Ford famously said, "Whether you think you can, or you think you can, you're right." The first step in this transformative journey is understanding the science behind neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. This means that our brains can change and adapt in response to new experiences, learning, and even deliberate practice. Vignola emphasizes that by consciously choosing new behaviors and thoughts, we can literally rewire our brains to support these changes. One of the key concepts in Rewire is identifying and breaking bad habits. Many of our behaviors are automatic, driven by deeply ingrained neural pathways. To break these habits, Vignola suggests practical neurohacks such as mindfulness, visualization, and setting specific, achievable goals. For example, if you struggled with procrastination, you can use visualization techniques to picture yourself completing tasks efficiently and on time. Over time, these new practices can replace the old, unproductive ones. Building good habits is equally important. Vignola advises focusing on small, incremental changes that can be consistently applied. She uses the concept of habit stacking, where you build new habits by attaching them to existing ones. For instance, if you want to start meditating daily, you could tie this new habit to your morning coffee routine. By integrating new behaviors into your existing routine, you make it easier for these changes to stick. A major theme in Rewire is the power of self-compassion. Many people are their own harshest critics, which only reinforces negative self-beliefs. Vignola encourages practicing self-compassion by treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend. This shift in mindset not only reduces stress but also fosters a more positive and productive mental environment. Finally, seeing yourself in a new light is essential for sustained change. Vignola highlights the importance of self-identity and how our beliefs about ourselves shape our reality. By adopting a growth mindset and viewing challenges as opportunities for growth, you can transform your self-perception and open up new possibilities for personal and professional success. As Nelson Mandela once said, "It always seems impossible until it's done." In conclusion, Rewire by Nicole Vignola offers a roadmap for transforming your life by harnessing the power of neuroplasticity. Through practical strategies for breaking bad habits, building good ones, and cultivating self-compassion, you can reprogram your mind to achieve your fullest potential. If you found this discussion insightful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content. Thank you for joining us on this journey of self-discovery and growth. About the author. Nicole Vignola is a renowned neuroscientist and organizational consultant whose expertise lies in bridging the gap between complex scientific principles and practical applications for everyday life. With an impressive academic background, she earned her degree in neuroscience from the University of Bristol, followed by a degree in organizational psychology from the University of the West of England. This unique combination of disciplines has equipped her with a deep understanding of both the human brain and the dynamics of organizational behavior, enabling her to provide insightful guidance to individuals and teams seeking to optimize their mental and emotional well-being. In her debut book, Rewire, Vignola draws on her extensive knowledge and experience to offer readers a comprehensive guide to harnessing the power of neuroplasticity. Her approach is rooted in cutting-edge neuroscience, yet presented in an accessible and engaging manner, making it easy for readers to apply the concepts to their own lives. Through Rewire, she aims to empower individuals to break free from limiting habits and beliefs, cultivate new, positive behaviors, and ultimately unlock their full potential. Vignola's work reflects her unwavering commitment to helping people lead more fulfilling and productive lives by leveraging the remarkable capabilities of their brains. You can alter the structure of your brain. Neuroplasticity unveils the extraordinary ability of your brain to change and adapt in response to various life experiences, reshaping through repeated activities and interactions. This brain flexibility enables the reinforcement of specific neural pathways, similar to how a frequently used path transforms from a narrow trail into a well-trodden highway. This dynamic process underlies the powerful, often subconscious, scripts that dictate people's lives, such as deep-seated self-doubt or automatic behaviors that occur without conscious thought. In the past, it was thought that the brain's capacity to adapt diminished significantly with age. However, modern research reveals that even in later years, while more difficult, the brain still retains a significant potential for change. This plasticity is not just a characteristic but a crucial aspect of brain function, facilitating learning, the unlearning of harmful habits, and adaptation to new experiences. On a molecular level, the brain shows a readiness to form new synapses, critical communication points between neurons where neurotransmitters exchange information, allowing you to rewire your mental framework. Interestingly, this plasticity also means you are not permanently fixed in your current mental state or behavior. Just as neural pathways can be strengthened, they can also be weakened. This dual ability of your brain allows you to dismantle unhelpful or unwanted patterns of thought and behavior. Recognizing this can profoundly change your approach to personal growth and self-mastery, encouraging a proactive attitude toward mental and emotional health. Understanding how your brain works highlights a freeing truth: you have substantial control over shaping your mental landscape. By intentionally directing which thoughts and behaviors you choose to repeat, you affect the physical structure of your brain, fostering changes that align with your desired self-image and life direction. Therefore, the brain is not just a thinking organ but a tool for continuous self-improvement and adaptation, helping you live a life characterized by greater fulfillment and control. This realization encourages a shift in perspective, from passively experiencing life to actively and deliberately engaging with your internal and external worlds, utilizing your brain's inherent adaptability to drive genuine transformation. Accepting the potential of neuroplasticity means recognizing your power to evolve constantly. By committing to positive habits and thought patterns, you create a pathway to a more resilient, capable, and authentic version of yourself, showing that true change is always within your reach. The easiest way to rewire your brain: pay attention to your information diet. The information you encounter every day, especially through social media, TV shows, and magazines, plays a significant role in shaping your perceptions and self-image. These platforms often set unrealistic standards for appearance and achievements, which can negatively affect mental health. Fortunately, you have control over what you consume, allowing you to focus on content that uplifts rather than diminishes your self-worth. Research highlights the impact social media has on emotional well-being. For instance, many teenagers feel left out when they see events they weren't invited to on social platforms. Moreover, young adults who spend more than 2 hours daily on social media report feeling more socially isolated than those who spend less time. Prolonged use is also linked to higher rates of depression and anxiety. Using electronic devices before bed, a common habit, is associated with poor sleep quality. To mitigate these negative effects, you can unfollow or mute social media accounts that contribute to feelings of self-doubt or unhappiness. This proactive strategy helps you manage the influence of social media on your mental state. Not all content will affect you negatively, so be selective and attuned to how specific content makes you feel, keeping control over your digital interactions. The transition from sleep to wakefulness is a crucial time for your brain. During this period, your brain shifts from slower wave activity to more alert frequencies, creating an ideal state for creativity and meditation. However, immediately checking your phone upon waking disrupts this valuable brain state, pushing you into a cycle of instant gratification that can dominate your day and detract from productivity and meaningful interactions. By avoiding the urge to check your phone first thing in the morning, you preserve this calm, reflective state, setting a positive tone for the day. This practice fosters a peaceful start and enhances your ability to be mindful and reflective, leading to a more focused and deliberate approach to the day's challenges. Being mindful of the media you consume and how you begin your day greatly influences your mental health and overall life satisfaction. By curating your media intake and adopting a morning routine free from digital distractions, you leverage the power of your brain's plasticity, promoting a more resilient and empowered self. Changing habits, discipline over motivation. How often do you start a new habit with enthusiasm, only to find your resolve wavering after a few weeks? This experience is incredibly common. At first, motivation and the novelty of adopting a new behavior can propel you forward, but as time passes, your brain may revert to its old ways. Imagine your brain as a vast, open field. New habits are like a thin, barely noticeable dirt path, while your old habits resemble a well-trodden trail complete with street lights and flower beds. To change your behavior, you need to build and reinforce that new path, making it more appealing and easier to follow. However, when you become tired or distracted, your brain will naturally gravitate back to the familiar, well-worn route. Navigating these challenges is essential for successful habit change. It's natural to feel like giving up when the going gets tough. The tendency to revert to comfort, even when it's harmful, explains why many people remain in toxic relationships or repeat detrimental patterns. Understanding that these feelings are a normal part of the process empowers you to rely on discipline rather than transient motivation. Motivation can be fleeting, but discipline provides the steady force needed to maintain progress, focusing on consistency and perseverance. Changing habits demands significant mental energy. Simplifying your schedule and reducing mental clutter can be crucial during this period. Adequate sleep is especially important because it optimizes brain function, consolidates new memories, and prevents negative thinking. Without enough sleep, you're more likely to revert to old patterns of thought and behavior, leading to irritability and diminished cognitive function. Remember that change is not a straight path. Many people become disheartened when they miss a day or feel like they've fallen off the wagon, but your brain doesn't snap back to its old state like an elastic band. Perfection is not the goal, striving for it can often hinder progress or prevent you from starting altogether. As the saying goes, perfect is the enemy of good. Even slow, incremental progress is valuable, and every small effort contributes to your overall growth. Take time to acknowledge and celebrate your journey. The fact that you're making an effort is already a significant achievement. Even if you experience setbacks, remember that the gap between your triggers and responses is widening, indicating real progress. Trust in yourself and the process. Your efforts, no matter how small, are making a difference, and every step forward is a testament to your commitment to change. Keep moving forward, step by step, and trust that your progress is both real and valuable. You don't need to be fearless to be brave. Our brains are wired to seek safety and control, often pushing us to cling to familiar but detrimental patterns rather than face the unknown. This instinctual drive for security can manifest as self-sabotage, where individuals, despite recognizing their toxic behaviors or harmful situations, continue to repeat these patterns. It's not uncommon for someone from an abusive background to find themselves in similar relationships repeatedly, or for a person to maintain a damaging routine simply because it feels predictable and therefore safe, despite its adverse effects on their well-being. The aversion to uncertainty is a powerful force. It makes the familiar, even when it's negative, seem less risky compared to the unknown. This can result in behaviors such as disregarding advice, rationalizing avoidance, or procrastinating. The brain's preference for the known, even if it's harmful, is a defense mechanism that preserves comfort over the potential growth that comes with embracing the unfamiliar. As the saying goes, the greatest mistake you can make in life is to be continually fearing you will make one. This fear of making mistakes or facing discomfort can keep us stuck in a cycle of inaction and regret. True transformation and growth occur outside the comfort zone, where discomfort and uncertainty create opportunities for new neural pathways to form and for personal development to unfold. Self-sabotage often stems from a limited belief in our capabilities and an overemphasis on avoiding the unknown. As Nelson Mandela wisely said, "I have walked that long road to freedom. I have tried not to falter, I have made missteps along the way. But I have discovered the secret that after climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. I have taken a step toward that hill." Incorporating the mindset of high achievers, like Novak Djokovic, who embraces his fears and uses them as motivation, illustrates the essence of true bravery. Djokovic's approach underscores that courage is not the absence of fear but the resolve to act despite it. "Courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it," said Nelson Mandela. By viewing fear as a catalyst rather than an obstacle, you can transform it into a powerful force for growth. The ultimate goal is to engage bravely with fear rather than to strive for an unrealistic state of fearlessness. This shift in perspective allows for personal growth and resilience. It's about recognizing that the challenges and fears you face are opportunities for growth. As you confront these challenges, you not only grow personally but also inspire others with your courage. As Winston Churchill famously stated, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts." By learning to embrace and navigate fear, you pave the way for a life marked by profound personal transformation and resilience. Embracing fear and discomfort as opportunities for growth teaches you to become a source of light and strength. This process of stepping out of your comfort zone leads to a more fulfilling and courageous life. The journey may be challenging, but the progress you make is invaluable, not just for yourself but as an inspiration to those around you. Keep moving forward, knowing that each step into the unknown is a step toward becoming the person you aspire to be. Engaging in challenging tasks creates a more sustainable dopamine reward system. Dopamine, a crucial neurotransmitter, governs our pursuit of pleasure and motivation. It drives us towards activities that yield positive outcomes, whether it's the satisfaction of achieving academic success or the joy of engaging in fulfilling hobbies. However, the pursuit of instant gratification, where immediate pleasure is prioritized, can disrupt this reward system and lead to unhealthy dependencies. For instance, behaviors like excessive social media use, compulsive gaming, or binge eating provide quick dopamine boosts but can eventually create a cycle of dependency and reduce motivation for more demanding tasks. When instant gratification becomes a regular part of life, the brain's reward system can become skewed. The dopamine surge from such activities is swift and intense, causing a shift in baseline dopamine levels. Over time, this can lead to diminished motivation and a desensitized reward pathway, making it challenging to engage in activities that require sustained effort, like exercising or pursuing long-term goals. As motivational speaker Tony Robbins notes, the quality of your life is in direct proportion to the amount of uncertainty you can comfortably deal with. To mitigate these effects, it's essential to engage in activities that foster a more balanced and sustainable dopamine release. Challenging tasks that require effort, such as regular exercise, cold water exposure, or creative pursuits, contribute to a more stable and lasting increase in dopamine levels. For example, exposing yourself to cold water can elevate dopamine levels by approximately 250%, with effects lasting for several hours. Such activities not only enhance your mood but also promote a healthier and more resilient dopamine system. Understanding the impact of instant gratification on dopamine levels can help you make more informed choices about how to manage your motivation and engagement. By integrating activities that provide a steady dopamine boost, you can avoid the pitfalls of dependency and build a more sustainable approach to pursuing long-term goals. As the philosopher and author William James put it, the greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one thought over another. Incorporating challenging tasks into your routine encourages a healthier balance in your brain's reward system, fostering sustained happiness and fulfillment. This approach helps in preventing the rapid spikes in dopamine that lead to tolerance and dependency, thus supporting your overall well-being. Embracing these practices empowers you to create a more rewarding and balanced life, where motivation and pleasure are derived from meaningful and effortful pursuits. Ultimately, by shifting your focus from quick fixes to more enduring activities, you enhance your ability to achieve long-term goals and sustain a fulfilling lifestyle. Understanding and managing dopamine effectively allows you to engage more deeply with activities that contribute to lasting satisfaction and personal growth. In this review to Rewire by Nicole Vignola, we delved into the fascinating world of neuroplasticity, the brain's remarkable ability to adapt and transform. This concept illuminates how our mental framework is not fixed but can be reshaped through intentional effort and new experiences. Neuroplasticity reveals that our brains are continuously evolving, allowing us to replace negative habits with positive ones and make significant improvements in our lives. By understanding and harnessing this ability, we can effectively transform our behaviors and mental patterns, paving the way for a more fulfilling and empowered life. A key takeaway is the impact of our information diet on our mental well-being. The media we consume daily, particularly through social media and other digital platforms, plays a significant role in shaping our perceptions and self-image. Uncontrolled exposure to unrealistic standards and negative content can erode self-worth and mental health. Thus, it's crucial to curate our media consumption mindfully, focusing on content that inspires and uplifts. As we become more discerning about our media intake, we enhance our ability to maintain a healthier, more balanced state of mind. The principle of resisting instant gratification is another critical lesson from this blank. Instant rewards, such as those from excessive social media use or junk food, can disrupt our dopamine system and lower overall motivation. By engaging in activities that offer a more sustainable increase in dopamine, such as exercise or creative hobbies, we can foster a more stable and enduring sense of fulfillment. These activities not only boost our motivation but also contribute to long-term well-being, countering the effects of rapid dopamine spikes and helping us stay on track with our goals. The journey of personal growth is inherently linked with embracing discomfort and overcoming challenges. As we step out of our comfort zones, we build new neural pathways and foster resilience. This process involves facing fears and pushing through difficulties, which, as the famous quote by Nelson Mandela reminds us, "The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear." Transformative growth occurs in these moments of discomfort, where we confront and navigate through our fears, ultimately leading to profound personal development. Lastly, understanding that changing habits involves discipline rather than mere motivation is crucial. Motivation can be fleeting, But discipline is what drives sustained progress. By recognizing the inevitability of setbacks and remaining committed to our goals, we can continue to make meaningful strides towards personal improvement. As Aristotle wisely said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. This perspective helps us appreciate the importance of consistency and perseverance in our journey towards self-improvement. Thank you for joining us in exploring the insights from Rewire. Your support in liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel means the world to us. You are an ambassador for spreading knowledge and helping us reach more people with valuable insights. If you're interested in a deeper dive into the subject, I'll include a link to the hard copy of the book in the description below. We're grateful for your engagement and look forward to sharing more enlightening content with you. Stay tuned, and see you in the next review.